Alright, bruh. Alright, so we back here once again, man. This time we're here to give you guys an album review for EARTHGANG's new album entitled Ghetto Gods. So look, bruh, it's been, what they dropped Mirrorland back in 2019? So it's been almost 3 years since they done dropped the project, and ever since then, they done popped up. Of course, they popped up on Spillage Village's last project. Then, of course, they was on the Drink.
First off, I just want to say, fuck EARTHGANG.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck.
For they lying ass talking about they dropping on the same day as Cole.
Oh,
Cole didn't drop.
He dropped. I think he ended up dropping with Benny the Butcher.
Yeah.
So Cole dropped the single, I think, that day. But yeah, they've been popping up on other people's projects and stuff like that. And bro, we finally got a new project, bro. I feel like, what I'm saying, this is, I don't know. Bro, how you feeling about this album right now, man?
I definitely like this project better than their first effort, which was Mirrorland. For sure. Even I done gave it a couple listens, like the 3 listens now. So as far as like sound goes, I feel like their voice, they're still finding it, but I think they're stepping more so in the right direction a little bit as far as like production wise and content wise. And let me just say, content wise, I don't think they ever changed. Like they still rapping about the same thing, but it's kind of like, that's what I kind of got a problem with this project a little bit, and I'm gonna kind of expand upon that a little bit later. But overall, I do like this album. I think it's a nice sophomore follow-up. Do I love this album? No. Do I think it could be better? Of course. I just think a lot of the subject matter on this project is almost a little lackluster to me. Only because it just sounds a little surface level. We know EARTHGANG can rap. Like, they definitely can rap. Not saying they can't rap. But it's just like what they rapping about. It's like, I feel it, but I don't feel it.
I feel like with the last project, they really, like, when you think about the songs that was on there, like Proud of You, Up, goddamn Bank, like sound wise, like, it's not too many songs on this project that has those type of, like, that energetic far as like that type of production.
Right. I think on that project they was more so experimenting, and I think they kind of like picked, I feel like from what they took what they got from Mirrorland, picked it out, what they liked the most about it, what they didn't like the most about it, and just took the good stuff and put it on this album and kind of experimented some more. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, try some other new stuff. Like, this album for me, it was more so like a roller coaster. Like, it had its low points and it had its low points, where it was just kind of like, I almost forgot I was listening to this album. And then other points where it's just like, okay, all right, y'all got me back. We back here. We back in it. Like, it starts off with The Glow, which that was a nice song. A nice intro, them boys coming in rapping. But then it goes to
Ghetto Gods.
Ghetto Gods, which was cool to me as well. I don't think it like caught my attention like that. I'm just like, all right, this is so smooth so far. Then it got to a Billy. On the first listen, I was kind of like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like they trying to go mainstream again. And I don't know why, I just don't like that, but I just don't like that. I feel like they forcing it. But on the second listen, I was like, okay, this is cool. I like this.
Same.
Because the beat.
Me too.
The beat to me was kind of like, well, for their part. And then when they got the Future part, it changed up, and I was just like, oh shit, okay, all right. How they gonna get the best part of the beat to Future? And just let him kill the shit. Like,
oh my god, that was my only problem with this song. Or they could have at least threw a verse or something at the end of it. They don't care how long the song was, damn that. But shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let Ulu, the one with the dreads, take over the first half, and then Doc come in on the second half with Future and shit like that. They could have did something like that, or made the whole song that beat. Honestly, I wouldn't have been mad. The hook on a Billy, like, I need a Billy. ability. Like it's catchy, but it's kind of like it's one of those songs you have to play over and over again for you to like it. And I don't think that's a good look.
I don't know
for them,
that's
especially if.
But I would say that song kind of gave me the vibe of like the J. Cole song. What is it? Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it up. ATM.
Count it up, yeah, ATM. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Water Boys with Jid and Cole. I thought this song was cool when I first heard it too. I ain't really care for it too much. Hell, I didn't even care for Cole verse that much. That's how much, kind of how the song was to me. But on the second and third list, it kind of grew on me. Jid came through and did his thing. Cole came through and did his thing. And that song was, it was alright to me. I don't think this album really started to pick up for me until it got to like Amen with Music Soul Child. Get on your knees for me. Something. I was just like, yeah, all right. Now we talking. This is the Earth Gang I like, man. And then it went into All Eyes on Me.
Loved it.
Oh, yeah, all my niggas free. I think that's one of the singles too.
It was. That's what.
But I ain't.
See, to me, that was one of those songs that was like it's like that up tempo production, but at the same time, it's more like a lot of these songs on here production wise. Like why they don't have that? You know what I'm saying? Like how Bank was, it was like an energetic bop. This is more so like a lot of these songs are like more so laid back, chill kind of bops. You know what I'm saying? For me, like I kind of feel like it don't really pick up to me to damn near like the second half of it. Like yeah, with Amen and stuff too. Like yeah, they kind of get back into it. You know what I'm saying? Get back into like that. I don't know, that up tempo-ness of the album. You know what I'm saying? Like with songs like Black Pearls and stuff. But for the most part, I feel like it contains that same sort of chill vibiness that is kind of going for.
Lot to me sounded like a track that was more Earth Gangish. I thought that song was alright. I thought it was very smooth. I'm like, alright, this is kind of on some old Earth Gang type shit. Like I could see this being them. And that song to me was cool. Then it went into Jeans Interlude and Black Pearls with Baby Tate. That song right there. The other one that was like, I just got a new body.
Yeah.
I just got a new body. So like the stuff that's the thing I'm talking about. Like the stuff they're talking about is superficial. Of course, like they're talking about how women are like only care about price tags and they want to get their bodies done. And then they talk about how niggas like want to flex for other people and be broke on Monday. And they basically talking about like all the world's problems with society and stuff like that, and how people's priorities are fucked up. I just don't think they kind of went as deep into it as they could have, or experimented with that as they could have. Like they could have used some metaphors to represent that instead of just being more straightforward with it, which ain't nothing wrong with being straightforward with it if that's what you're trying to do. Because going back to the production, like a lot of the production was on some high bops and 808s type deal. And when you dealing with that type of stuff, you can't really weave in deep metaphors and lyrics that make people think like, damn, what's he talking about?
I would say it almost come off as preachy. For me,
yes. I feel like that's what I'm trying to get at. I didn't want to say it, but because you said it, did you?
Nah, because that's what it is. Hey. Like I feel like it's almost like I ain't gonna lie. I kind of call that shit like the Joyner Lucas effect. Like Joyner Lucas, he one of you remember?
Wow.
No. You already you were taking this the wrong way. But no, I'm saying Joyner Lucas.
So you're not a racist?
Man, why? Whoa. Look.
So
all I'm saying is Joyner. No, I'm not a racist. Let me answer the question real quick before they be in the comments. But yes,
I'm a racist.
Okay, but yeah, when I say the Joyner Lucas effect, I mean like Joyner Lucas, he one of them people, you know what I'm saying, he can rap, he be rapping his ass off, but at the same time on like certain productions, like when he, you know what I'm saying, he was killing other people's tracks, but then at the same time it'll come off as preachy and shit when you really break down the lyrics and all that junk. Even J. Cole to a certain extent, to a lot of people, he'll come off as preachy. I ain't got a problem with the shit. I like it. Some people some people I like the way they do it. Some people I don't like the way they do it. I see what you're saying for this song right here in particular. Like the message, like
but
this
that's
ain't.
The thing. I I feel this way about a lot of the songs on here. That's what I'm saying.
Damn. Okay.
Like it ain't just this song. It's just a lot of the songs that kind of come off to me as just like you preaching to the choir, which I understand what you're saying, but it's like you're not making me feel what you're saying. It's kind of like some old head coming to you talking like, "Hey, youngin, you know, you don't need to be doing this and you don't need to be doing that." But it's kind of like if you ain't like, you kind of looking at them like, you ain't got my respect, nigga. Like, I'm not about to listen to you, like, you know, type deal. And I think that's kind of how it is with them. It's like they not a Kendrick, they not a Cole, they not that big yet. They're damn sure not an Outkast. So it's kind of like
shit.
I don't want to say they can't say that or they can't do it, but it's like, who attention you finna get with it, you know?
I'm okay with. I don't know. I see where you coming from. I feel like with that song, I don't know. You give me some like examples of like them just being surface level, because like, yeah, with that song right there in particular, I say
like this. So the song with New Body, and then after that's an interlude, and then it goes into American Horror Story, which I like. American Horror Story. I like the some of my favorites.
I often say I like the interlude that led into American Horror Story. Neezy's Walk. It was kind of like a spoken word, like
hard band.
Talking about like just I like the metaphor she used. She was saying she was talking about the 3 little pigs and stuff came to colonize, and they painted the wolf like he was the bad person the whole time and shit. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is a reference about like black people and stuff. And then you get into boom, American Horror Story. I like
Talk to Me Now, Speak Loud and Clear. I do love that song. That's probably one of my favorite songs on here, which was also a single. But Strong Friends, okay? Like let's use Strong Friends from example. Strong Friends is not a bad track to me, but it's kind of like, okay, check on your strong friends. Check on your strong friends. If you ever need me, I need an ear. Which that's a good message. That's what I'm saying. That's a good message. But they could have did more with it.
I agree with you on that. And then I'm gonna say another reason why I don't like that song there in particular. My boy Tizo Touchdown did a song called Strong Friends, and it got close to like the same melody as this. So look, yeah, and I
check on your strong friends.
Yeah, I like the Tizo version.
Y'all. Like, listen, to our viewers out there, check on your strong friends.
Check on.
This is a serious public service announcement from the T-Talk Music Channel. Check on your strong friends. All right.
I like the fact that they had the DC Young Fly skits on here.
That nigga was funny. That nigga was like, you go to Jamaica and you say, "Hey brother, let me get some of the Zaza." He was like, "Miss me what the fuckery? What is this Zaza?" That nigga funny, bro. That nigga so funny. Hey, miss me with the fuckery. Yeah, boy, miss me with the fuckery. What's wrong with you? Where's Zaza? That shit was hilarious. And then they had the Run 2 with Ari Lennox, which was a nice closer. But all right, so that's another example. Run 2 with Ari Lennox with Ulu verse. I forgot what he said. I don't think they got the lyrics on here either. Damn it.
They on Genius.
Let me see. All right, that's another thing. Real quick, I don't want to like say this, but fuck it, since we're here. I don't think my boy Ulu came as hard as he could have. I don't think he came as hard. Like, I feel like he slightly got out rapped by Doc. Like, Doc was coming with them bars, bro. Like, but Ulu had them bars too. Don't get me wrong, but I just think like if it's like here, then Doc had them about like right here, as far as like rapping goes. Cause
I feel like it's been
the things he was saying was like, it was dope. Like, I got what he was saying, but he was saying it in such like a dope way. Damn, what the fuck did he say? I think on American was like, "There goes the neighborhood." It's funny because we really used to say that. And then there's another song on here. I forgot what that song is. He had, I don't know, was it shit.
If you ask me, I feel like it's been like that for like the last few years now. Like I feel like
oh man, I ain't gonna say all
for
that.
me personally,
my boy Kane, he be coming with them bars.
He do, but at the same time, bro, I just be feeling, I don't know, I feel like I just prefer Dr. Dot's verses. I feel like with Olu, like I feel like he's a little bit more versatile as far as the way he delivers his verses and stuff. But I feel like just rapping wise, on the rapping tip, I feel like what's the name? I feel like he be giving better versions.
That was it. That's okay. So it was okay. So I'm gonna use two. They both said these on two different songs, but I think Doc said it was on. I think it was on Power. It said the topic getting lonely. I say the bottom get lethal. I want the crown like medieval. And I was just like, damn, that's crazy. I don't know. It's a simple bar, but it just kind of make you think. Just like, yeah, they say the top getting lonely because you by yourself, you got all your riches, but the bottom is lethal. It's just like, damn, nigga, do you really want to be broke? Because like you fighting for your fucking life. Like it's survival of the fittest out there. And then another bar, I think Ulu said was something about he want to change the world, and somebody girl like he can't help her with her problems, but I can lift you up. Spread them cheeks or some shit like that. And I was just like, okay, that was cool. That was cool. I like that what he did right there. Like more stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's kind of what I meant on the like the rapping levels was a little bit different as far as their approach to it. But overall, they both showed up. Now, don't get it twisted. They both came and they rapped their ass off.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say 3. I'm gonna say about 2. Like from the Dreamville project all the way up to about now.
I'm about to say shit on the Dreamville project. He had one of my favorite verses on that Down Bad joint. He's like, I'm a tighter with a caterpillar for this episode, but he had to see today, so be held to pay. I'm a living, breathing, scheming testimony, so don't test me, homie. But all that shit, like that was one of my favorite verses on that whole project.
I like that song as a whole.
So I ain't gonna say
I like that. I just like that song. I like everybody verse on the.
But my boy CeeLo, he killed this feature verse. That nigga said, I know a lot of niggas who the plug without power. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm right.
Oh shit.
And Nick Cannon verse was fire too. I just named my daughter Power.
Oh yeah, his little spoken. That's crazy. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to that Nick. You know what's funny about that whole Nick Cannon shit, right? So I think at the end of his verse, Ulu verse, he was just like, the CEOs will take your shows and fire you at night. Like Nick, that's a cannon ready to blast off. He said it twice. So I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on this nigga, but he said it twice so you can make sure you get it. But I'm just like, nigga, I got it the first time. When Nick, it really wasn't that.
But
it really wasn't that much of a bar. But
if you weren't paying attention to the album, if you weren't paying attention to the album and you just heard that shit, you'll be like, no.
I don't think a lot of people.
I'll walk through because I was like, bruh, Nick.
Yeah, it did take me on a second listen to get what he was saying. I ain't know what the fuck he was talking about until I realized, oh, Nick Cannon's on the song. Yeah. Cannon, blast off, fire you at night, Nick. And then he was just like, that's why I had to. And then Nick came on with his little interlude spoken word thing. He was like, yeah, that's why I had to get my show back. But I'm thinking to myself, like, nigga, your show's still owned by white folks. I mean, you don't own it. It just rehired you, my nigga. So it's kind of like, yeah, that kind of defeats the purpose of what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but it still defeats the purpose.
Baby Tate starting to grow on me.
I gotta go listen to more of her music. I have not listened.
She's starting to grow on me. I don't know. At first, I wasn't really like I ain't like her delivery at first. Like, but at the same time, she be on songs where it's like the more and more I hear the song, the more I'm like, okay, I actually like her verse.
Started off slow, kind of picked up at Amen. Like Billy was cool, picked up at Amen for me, and then they had like a nice little run from Amen to All Eyes on Me to Lie to Me was cool, and then even it kind of started to go a little bit down at Black Pearls only because of the subject matter. Like she just got a new body. I'm just like, all right.
Wiggle.
Pick back up at American Horse. I just got a new body.
Wiggle.
Get the fuck out. Then it came back with American Horror Story Power. That was some highlights for me. And then it kind of just was Zaza Smoke Some Strong Friends. Then it picked back up and Run too. So yeah, man, like it was whoop. You know, this album's cool.
I definitely like this one better than the last one. I don't know. I'm pretty much the same way, but I feel like with this album, it ain't really pick up with me until like the second half of it. And I like the second half more than I like the first one. The first one, like, to me, it starts off a bit slow, and I feel like it more so, to me, it got something to do with like the production and stuff, like the Ghetto Gods, the title track. I'm gonna be honest, that's not the type of production I would expect for like an EARTHGANG album. It got like them horns and shit, kind of like how trying to think like how J. Cole did with like Middle Child. It kind of had that type of vibe of it. And then Billy, that's another one where it was like production wise, that like you said, it had to grow on me like a couple times or whatever, like the more and more I listened to it. But I really like the production that they had Future on. Like if they would have just rapped over that shit for the whole track, maybe I'm speaking a whole different tone there. And then Water Boys, I kind of feel like Jay, Water Boys, that to me, that was a cool song. But even like from the hook and stuff like that, like it wasn't that energetic for me. Like, yeah, I like the J verse, I like the J. Cole verse, but I just feel like shit, I don't know. It was missing energy, you know what I'm saying, that I would expect from like a J. Cole and the Jig. You know what I'm saying? I would expect them two verses to do for a song. And I feel like, this just got something to do with the production. And once you got past all that, we get the Hey Boo and all that, it starts picking up for me. I see what you're saying. I see what Jay saying with like as far as like them being subject matter with like subjects here and now, but then at the same time, I like how they transition into like said subject matter and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll be rapping about it and stuff like that, and then boom, you throw Nick Cannon in there. He talking about the stuff they got. You know what I'm saying? The shit that's going on with the song or whatever. And then boom, like I talked about with American Horror Story, he had the like the spoken word skit like right before that and shit. And bro, I'm okay with this album. I'm good with this album actually, and I feel like you said earlier, bro. I feel like EARTHGANG they taking the right step in the right direction. So I'm happy to see, you know what I'm saying, where they go from here to the next project. So favorite tracks.
Give me American Horror Story, All Eyes on Me. Power. Yes.
All right. Give me Amen, All Eyes on Me, Lie to Me, American Horror Story, Smoke Some, and Run To.
Okay.
And Power.
I like that. I ain't pretty. Cause a lot of niggas the plug but ain't got no power.